Good morning, everyone. If you have any questions related to previous assignment, you can ask them right now.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah, what is your question?
Sir, I have a question regarding last assignment, second diagram. Sir, the part on the curved surface, but it's given, but there is no distance is given from the center line. Sir.
Okay. Wait a second. I'm just going to open the Okay. So which diagram?
Yes, sir. This time.
What do you want to know?
Sir, diameter of part that is drawn on curved surface is also not given.
We have 280 here. The PCD is
Sir,
given here.
curved surface.
So surface.
Yes. Sir.
This one,
No, no, sir. Below,
this drawing.
below this. No, sir. No, sir.
Below this one.
Second part. Second part.
This second
Sir,
one.
diameter of part on curved surface, sir, which we extruded on
This
curved
one.
surface.
This one.
Yes, sir.
We
Yes, sir.
have been given here 200.
200.
Here is
But
the
sir, that
200.
200 is.
This is the projection of this one. 200 is
Oh.
given.
And sir, the distance, end-to-end distance is given as 310. But sir, how do we take the distance from the center line?
310. This is not from the center. 310. Okay,
Yes, sir.
300
This is
is
not
the
from the
depth.
center.
300 is the depth of this hole. Okay, from
Yes,
here,
sir.
this portion, there will be this rod that will be inserted up to 310. So 310 is a different. Okay, we don't need a distance here. We have the diameter here, 280. Okay, so circular surface will be created with the help of diameter 280. And after that, to create this uh, boundary here, we have to know the depth, and we also have the outer values here, 325 and 310. Okay, so both the values will
Yes.
be calculated from this one. Okay, we have the plane, we have the phase distance here, 160 from the center. Okay, wait. I'm
Sir,
going to show you.
uh,
I will create that. Okay, this was the shape. Okay, any question?
Okay.
We have the 200 gap here. Okay, 160 from here, 200 diameter. And we have a cut on here. So I have created in the center. You can also create it from here. The cut is 25, and this cut is from this surface. This cut is 310 depth. Okay, so there will be the surface if you go to the section. You will see that. Okay, so this depth, this whole depth is 310 from this surface, and this wall, this outer surface is 325 from this. That was the question. Okay. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
सर इसी क्वेश्चन के अंदर ना मेरा मतलब यहाँ इस पोजीशन के ऊपर एक मिनट सर जहाँ पे अंदर वाला सर्कल है वहां पर ना मेरे पीसीस के और आ रहे हैं
क्या क्वेश्चन है आपका यहाँ क्या हो रहा है?
सर जो एक्सट्रूडेड पार्ट है ना हमारा
हम्म,
फिर हमने जो एक्सट्रूड कट किया है
हाँ देखो.
दूसरी साइड पे हाँ जी
ओके, क्या हुआ मतलब क्या क्वेश्चन क्या है? पूछना क्या चाहते हो इसमें?
सर अभी मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ कि
बता दो प्रॉब्लम क्या आ रही है.
सर क्या स्क्रिबल की
हम्म? क्या कह रहे हो? हेलो.
सर जो हमारा पार्ट है ना उसकी जो बॉडी है सरफेस तो वो कर्व्ड होने की वजह से जो एक्सट्रूडेड पार्ट है
हम्म,
हाँ जी इस पोजीशन के ऊपर जब हम इसके अंदर के सर्कल को एक्सट्रूड कट करते हैं
हम्म.
तो दूसरी साइड से कर्व सरफेस होने की वजह से
मटेरियल दिखता है मतलब हॉलो दिखता है.
हाँ जी
वो इसलिए क्योंकि जब तुमने ये पार्ट बनाया है, ठीक है, तो वो अप टू नेक्स्ट नहीं किया. देखो कि कर्व आपने सिर्फ इसको एक्सट्रूड किया है ब्लाइंड सम वैल्यू तक. ऐसे क्या होगा? ओके, तो ऐसे क्या होगा ये देखो गैप है ना, ये गैप आता है.
नहीं सर दूसरी साइड
आप स्क्रीनशॉट भेज दो एक बार जो आपको प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है.
हाँ जी हाँ जी सर
अभी आपका लैपटॉप ऑन है?
हाँ जी सर
उस पे ओपन है ये पार्ट? हेलो.
सर कर देता हूँ अभी एक मिनट
और कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी का?
हाँ जी सर कर देता हूँ अभी एक मिनट
ओके. एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? ओके,
Sir, if
so
we want to make hole on curved surface.
on curved surface you can just
Yes,
take a
sir.
plane. You can just take a plane or create the hole or create the shape in a different plane. You can take the offset like I have done everything here. I have created this hole from a offset surface. You can see I have applied from option and have selected this surface. You can also select the surface or you can select the value, offset value.
Sir, on curved surface, not flat. Not on flat.
Just take the value, some offset value and create the depth accordingly.
Okay.
Okay. You have to choose
Okay.
a value here. On curved surface, it is not possible to create a surface. Okay. So if you have any other question, you can ask, or we are going to start with today's session. Have you created the fourth diagram? This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did you face any problem or it was created easily?
No problem.
No? So we are going to start with the whole wizard from today. In this session, we are going to cover whole wizard, the reference symmetry, and some curves. And after that, there is a thread option also in the whole wizard. So these are the only left options. I think we have covered every command. We have covered the pattern also. We have covered all these commands. So how to create a hole? So you can see that we have a hole here. If you don't want to create this with the help of extrude, you can create it with the help of hole also. I'm going to delete this one. So we have here an option, create a hole. So go to the hole wizard. This is the standardized hole command. After you select, there are two options. Specify the types, standard, anything you want, the size specification from here, and the position will be specified from here. Okay. First, specify the type. I want a counter bore type, a countersink, or a simple hole. These are the again similar option with threaded option. Okay, these are slot types, not circular. These are slot. These are circular. So here we need a counter bore type. Uh, Selected the counter bore. There is the standard if you want any standardized. Want some ISO. There are some other standards. Okay, accident socket head. There are many options. So right now we are just going to use the standard. So there is the option. These are the metric type. Okay. So we don't need. We just need a diameter to specify. So we can just go here. This one option. This is the legacy hole. In here you just have to specify the value. Okay, I need a counter board. So there are the values. This is not the with the thread option. Simple board. Go to the legacy. Select the type you need. I'm going to select the counter board. There is the option. You can see depth is 20. Okay, you can see the 20 diameter depth. Okay. Okay. So 20 diameter is this one, and the depth is 100. This one we have 40 counter board here, and we have counter board depth 20. So in drawing, we have the counter bore size of 100 dia. So go to here, counter bore size, find the value, double click here and define the value 100. This depth we have is 25 and go to diameter here and this dia we have is 36.2 and this depth, okay, so this depth will be derived from end condition. Currently it is 2 or just select the blind and you can calculate it. Okay, so we have the depth 310 total after subtracting this 25. Okay, 310 minus 25 you get a value. Okay, so we have specified the size, the shape, and go to the position. Just select the face where you want to place it. Okay, this is the face selected. Now you have to select the position. Just click on that and you will see there is a hole. If you don't see your depth properly, you can just go here and specify the value manually also. This 310. Okay, this 310 is from upper side. You can see this value is from top to bottom, so it should be 310. Don't subtract. This is 310 from upper. You will have this representation here that will help you to know which value is which one. Okay, so specify 310, just click OK, and here you have a code. Okay. Any question? Any question on this simple type of hole? We are going to cover
No,
everything holes. So here also I'm not going to like, I just want to select this one. So we have these options. We need 3 holes here. So just go to the hole wizard. You can specify the position first also, like that. And go to the type. Now you can specify the type also. So here we need just a simple hole. So select this one hole type hole and go to the standard. I need an ISO standard. So there is the type. I need a drill size. Okay. So in drill size we have some different diameters. So we have the diameter here that is 47. So if you don't see your diameter in the specification, then go to the show custom sizing and define the diameter from here, that is 47.5. Okay, that is simple 47. Okay, if you don't see your size here, just go to the show custom sizing, define your value from here. Now, up to which point you need, we have this option that is true all we need on the both sides. So select the true all option. Okay, and after that we have some option. If you want any counter sync in the upside downside, you can choose it from here. Right now we don't want any counter sync. Uncheck. So go to the simple hole, specify the standard, select the drill size, okay, and specify the size. If you don't see your size here, just go to the show custom sizing, select the value, and define the end condition. We want this to be 2 holes. Click OK, and 3 holes will be created like that. Okay, now you can see we have some problem here because this object should be created after that. Okay, we have selected true all. So to create the true all, just move the holes like that. I want this hole to be created before this extrude. So you can see before this extrude we have created this hole, so there will be no problem after that. Okay, this is a simple type of hole. Now we have 3 holes here also. So go to select that hole. Go to the hole wizard. We have simple holes that is 20.3 dia, 15 depth. Okay. So we have some simple holes. This size that is 20.3. Sometimes you will not get the exact value. We have here 20.5. We don't have the 20.3 option. This is 20.3. So go to the custom sizing again. Go to the 20.3. Specify the depth. It will be blind, and the depth we have is 50. Okay. So now just select any other option. Okay. Just selected the size and then condition. Now go to the position. Specify the face where you want to create. You can specify any face. I just want to create it somewhere here. Okay, and I need 3 circles, so just create 3 circles like that. Okay, then you can specify the center and the values from this sketch also. You can specify a PCD like that. You can apply some mates here, some relations here like that, or you can just create a single object like that. And define the PCD from here also. that is 150. Okay, so you can create this, and you can just create a pattern also from here. Circular pattern, we need three. Click OK and define them by just dragging this answer up here. Maybe don't need the object in the center. Okay, you can see now there is a object in the center also. Just going to create that. Okay, so in the whole, if you go to the sketch, okay, there are two sketches. This is the PCB, this is the size. So we are going to go to the location, and you can just delete this point also. Okay, this will have some issues. So in pattern, we will have some issues like that. So if you face any issue like those, you can just create it with the help of external command also. Okay, and I go to the hole, just create a hole. Everything is defined here. So right now you can see there
Sir,
is some other option. Yes,
sir, when we pattern is circular, then at center there is one hole created. So
because
can we able to restrict that?
so I'm going to just explain that. That's happening because in whole the main reference it requires is a point. Okay, and if you create a pattern, there will be a point at the center also, so it will consider that point to be a new hole also. Okay, if you have a point in your sketch, that point will be considered the location of the hole, so it will create a new hole there. So that's why I'm not going to create the pattern from inside of the sketch. I'm going to create the pattern from feature option here. Okay, you can see we have everything specified here 20.3. If you see down here, there is another option. If you go to the end condition, if you select the line, this option will be there, that is the angle option. This will occur due to the drill. Okay, we have the drill at a, we have an angle on every drill, that is 118 degree standard. You can change the standard. Okay, so the tip will be created from here. Okay, so this angle will be specified like that. Go to the size, whichever you need, 20.3, and that will be 15. Go to the position. We need a hole somewhere here. I'm not going to specify this one. Click OK, and you can see there is the hole. So after creating the hole, you can also manipulate its location, its size. So go to the hole, and there are two sketches in the hole. So the first sketch and second sketch, you can see second sketch is the profile, the size. Go to the first, add it, and you will see there is a point. So we have to define the point like that. You can define anything after creating the hole. So I'm going to define it a radius of 150. Sorry, diameter of 150, and this will be exit out. You will see there are this is a on the size we need. So create a pattern from here, circular pattern. Find the center. You can select any circular entity. Define the number of items. Click OK, and you will have only these three circles. Okay, you don't have the circle in the center. So in this way, you can create your circle. Okay. So next option in the whole file. Okay. So whole wizard. Now we have some other options. If you want to create a counterboard countersink, you can go from there. So there is some custom sizing applied. So I don't want the custom sizing. Just go to this option. Okay, this is counterboard. Select the standard, whichever you need. It can be ISO, it can be NC metric, whichever you need. After that, we have some options here. What head type you want. This is flat head screw, this is oval head, this is socket counter. We have some different types of standards in the screws and nut and bolts. You can select from the standard. In ISO, we also have some standards. This is CTSK raised head socket. So select whichever you need the standard, select size. M means the metric. Okay, so I'm going to select the M10 like that. To go to here, metric, to select socket counter then add cat, you'll be able to select some high size. So after that there is the fitting, which fitting you need. There is closed, loose and normal fitting. Use the normal, go to the end condition. Right now it's on a blind value. Go to position, specify the position where you need, and you can see this is the size of counter size. If you need the depth to be increased, you can increase the depth like that. You can see there is a tip also. So in the blind option, there will be a tip always. You just go to the through all, there will be no tip. Click OK, and your hole will be created like this. So this is counter sink type hole. Okay, if you go here, edit this one and add a depth, blind depth, go to this. You can see there is a tip, and this tip has an angle of 118 degrees. You can change this angle also. So these are the options. We have some head clearance options. If you want a head clearance, you can add a head clearance. So the counter sink will be created with some depth. I need a head clearance of 5. So there will be some 5 clearance. Okay. So where will this head clearance will work? I will show you that. There are two options. This is added board. This hole will start from this 5 depth, but it will also cut this value. If you select increased countersink, that will also work. Okay. So if you go to the through all, there will be a new option that is far side countersink. You will be able to create a countersink in the other side also. Go to the far side. How much will you need? That is the diameter. Currently we are on the M20. Okay, I'm going to specify here into 5 gap. You will be able to see there is a countersink applied here. If you go to the 50, the countersink will be applied. So you find the value whichever you need, that click OK, and you can see there will be a countersink applied in the far side also. Okay. So next, we again have the counter board from here. So you can also select the standard, select from here. Sometimes we use the socket head cap screw or shoulder screw. Don't use the cap screw. Select size like M30 fitting. If you need a custom size, create that from here, and through all we have some options. So again select the surface, the position where we need to create this hole. So you can see we have this object. Okay. So the shape is here. Just go to the type and define the values, whichever you need. So you can see the depth of this counter bore. If you want to change, just go to the custom sizing. Here you have this diameter, we have the counter bore diameter, and we have the counter bore depth. So we need this depth to be 10. You can change that from custom sizing on. And again, the fire is countersink. You can see we have some countersink option. So if you go here, the dia is 50 up and this dia is 33. So countersink diameter should be around 40 like that. Okay. There is another option that is now underhead countersink. So this option will be applied here. You can apply underhead countersink and define the value like 40. You can see there will be a countersink in this location also. Okay, so you can see your hole will be like this. Any question in the hole? Got it? Uh,
Yes.
So next we have the hole types, that is the tab type. Okay, so these holes are used, these both holes are used to create the threaded hole. Just click on the straight tab. This is the straight, this is the tapered. Go to the straight tab, reset the custom sizing before that. Okay, I don't need the custom sizing. Just click here. Now select the standard, select the standard from here. I need a tapped hole only. Okay, you can also select the straight pipe. You can also select the tapped hole. Go to the size. I need a M20 into 2.5. 2.5 is the pitch here, and specify the end condition. This is true all for the hole and true all for the thread hole. Select the face, the position, select the face where you need to create, and create it here. You can see this is true all. So again we have some options. I don't need the countersink. The downside, I don't want it to be true or blind. I want this hole to be at a depth, okay, of around 100 till here, or up to surface till here. You can see this is the surface, this is like that. We have the value for the thread also, up to which depth you need the thread. So you can change the value from here. I need the thread to be to 50. Okay. The next option we have how you want to see your thread. There is an option you will see only a single circle or single hole. There is an option you will see some cosmetic thread. Cosmetic thread means you will see some representation of the thread, or you can see a removed thread. So there will be material removed for the thread also and the hole also. So these are the threads. You can increase and decrease its size. Okay. So going to see the cosmetic will be the best option. Select. After that we have with thread call out. Call out means when you insert this object in the drawing, you will see the detail in the drawing directly. Okay, a call out will be inserted. So there is some thread classes. Okay, if you want to define any class, there is some countersink. If you want to have any countersink up here, down here, you can define that also. So click OK and your hole will be specified, and you will see that we have a dotted line So this dotted line will represent that there is a thread. Okay. If you don't have this countersink, you will see a dotted line there. Going to move this near side. Okay. So there will be a dotted line. So this dotted line means this is a threaded hole. Okay. Like that. Right now you don't see any representation here. To see the representation, you have to just go to the setting and go to the option, and in the option we have display. Okay. Okay. In the option you have to go to the document properties, and there is a detailing option, and now you can see there are some filters. So check this shaded cosmetic thread from here. Click OK, and you will see some cosmetic thread. Okay, this is the representation. So up to which point you have applied, you will see the threaded option now.
Sir, please repeat last one.
We can show some threads without creating the actual thread. So we have the option cosmetic thread for that. You can create a hole, create the tapered hole, straight tap from here. Okay, straight tap means when we create the inside holes, it will be called tap. When we create the outside threads, sorry, when we create the inside thread, they will be created with the help of a tap tool. And when we create the thread from the outside, they will be created with a die. Okay, so here we have the option only for tab because we are currently in the hole. So hole will have the tab operation only. We have some standard. We have type, select the type from here. We have size from here. Now there is the end condition for the object. You can specify the end condition from here. Okay, we have some depth option for the thread also. After that we have an option how you want to see your hole. So this is the simple type. You will not see any cosmetic here in the first option. This is the cosmetic thread. You will see this option, this colored option from here, and this is third type. You will not see the cosmetic. You will see the circle, the hole with a wider diameter from here. So cosmetic thread is the best option to use. Okay. After that, go to the position, specify the position where you need, and specify the depth, specify the point where you want to create your hole, like that. You can just go there and change the value like that. Okay. You can see there is some linkage between those two values. You will see that if we decrease this value will also decrease. Okay. Click OK, and you will see this representation directly. Right now, why we are seeing this representation? Because I have turned on this show cosmetic thread option. So to choose that option, go to the option here, setting here. This is the option button. And that you have to go to the document property, and there is the detailing option. And in detailing, we have an option here, cosmetic thread. So edit cosmetic thread. If you check on this and click OK, you will see the thread here, after cosmetic thread. Yes, got it? How to create some cosmetic thread.
Sir, so this is not an actual thread.
This is not an actual thread, this is just an cosmetic.
Okay.
So if you go to the section like that, you'll see this is not a thread, it's just an image applied to that person. So these are the option in the hole that we use mostly. We have some other option if you want to create a tapered tab on an angle, you can create that also. Okay. For that we have some standard. Okay, that is in size is 1 by 16 and size of 1, or you can go to the this one size, custom sizing. You can specify the diameter whichever you need. Okay, go to the tab drill whichever you need, and you have some option cosmetic thread here with thread call out here. Go to the position, specify the position, and click OK. You see we have some over here. Okay, like that. So in most of the cases, we will only use this one simple tab from here. We don't use this one option from this one different side of that. Okay, you see, we have this angular. This thread is at an angle, a little bit angle. That is around, I think it's 1 degree. I have selected the one from there. That is 1 degree angle, like that. Okay, tapered thread, straight thread. These are the differences. So after that, we have left we are left with one option, that is slot. If you want to create some slots, you can create with the extrude cut also. But in the whole wizard, we have some options for tapered, counter box type, simple type, counter type. Go to the simple type, select the standard, select the whole drill size. Okay, select the diameter. I want it to be around 10. Okay, so slot length, select the slot length, this will be 20. If you go to the show custom sizing, your option will be there. Go to the depth option. If you want to create the function position, specify the position. Now you will see your slot will be created. Okay. Now this is the slot cut. If you want a counter bore type slot cut, select the slot type to the counter bore, and you will see your counter bore slot type. Okay, go to the through all, and again we have some far side and underside countersink from similar options over there. Okay, any question in the whole?
No, sir.
Okay. So these were the holes. You can create different drawings from there. I think in the previous drawing, in the drawing number, in the assignment number 4, we had some objects. Okay, there were the options. You can see this is the M8 into 10. So this means we have a threaded hole here, M8 standard, simple straight tab. Again, M8 here. Okay, so on those locations you have to use this one from hole command. Okay, so next option we are going to cover is reference geometry, how you can create some planes. So to create a plane, you can just select the plane from here, the reference plane, and press the control and drag the plane like this one. And now you will have some option here. You can define the value up to where you want to go. You can define the reference that I want to go up to only this point. So in that, you just have to select the constant from here. Okay. So right now I'm not going to create it like that. So go to the reference geometry, there is the plane option. When you select the plane, you can see there are only 3 options for the reference. You can select maximum up to 3 reference. Okay, but one reference will also create a plane. If you select a flat face, it will create an offset like that. Okay, this is the number of items. You can select multiple planes from here. Flip option will change the direction. Okay, this is a simple type of hole. simple type of plane. Next, if you want a plane at an angle like that, you just have to select the second reference. It is asking for select reference and constraint. So to create a plane at an angle, we need to select the axis of rotation. For that, you can just use any axis, like any edges from here, whichever direction you need. You will see now it is fully defined, and you can specify the angle from here, and your plane will be created in this direction. If you want your plane to be in this direction, you have to just go to the second reference and click on the second reference, and you will see your plane will be controlled in this direction. Okay, just go to any edge. You can choose that from here and create the plane. Okay, so there is some third option here. If you want to create with the help of some references, like I want to select this point and this point, it will create a plane, but it will require a third constraint also. So you can select this point, so these 2 points and this one, or you can select two edges also, this one and this one. It will be created like that. Okay, or you can just, if you want to create at an angle like that, you can do that. If you want a straight, you can select this one, or you can select this one also. You can see the plane will be created on a taper shape like that. Okay, so plane will be created according to your selection, whichever selection you choose according to that. You can create a plane with the help of a reference of an axis. So to create an axis, go to the reference. We have some option axis here. You can select a one line or edge like that. Then it is axis. You can select two planes. Like I'm going to select two surfaces. So their intersection point will be created as the axis. You can see the yellow one from here, or you can select the two planes like that. Intersection will have an axis on that point. You can select 2 points. First point from here, you can select this one. I'm going to select this one. So there will be the axis from 2 points. You can select a cylindrical surface, like I'm going to select this one, and its center will have a axis like that. Or you can select a plane and a point. For that, select a plane or a face and a point like that, and you will have an axis on that. Okay, so currently I just want in the center to create in the center, and it will be like this. Now if you go to the plane, select the plane and select the axis. Okay, and select the angle from here. Now your plane will rotate in this direction. Okay, so these are the types of plane you can create. You can create a parallel, a perpendicular, a coincident, and an angular option. So there is a third option, or the next option, that is mid plane. If you select two faces, you will have a plane in between those two faces, or those two planes. You will see right now it's on the mid plane. Okay, so these are the types of the planes you can create. These types, you can create an offset. Okay, with a value, you can create a parallel. Without a value, you can create a perpendicular like that. Okay, you can create a coincident on that face directly. You can create an angular with an axis of rotation. Okay, and you can create an offset distance. So these are the types of planes you can create. Okay, so for reference, we're going to create with the help of 3 points. Okay, and now can create anything on that plane. Or you can just create another plane from this large like a plane and create software. And now you can create anything on that plane. You can just hide the planes also. Go to the extrude. I want a circular shape from there. Exit out. Okay, I want it to be up to surface to surface like that. Okay. So these are the types of planes and axes. In this way you can create your planes and axes. The next option we have is the coordinate system. We have used the coordinate system in here in the table driven and the variable. So to create a coordinate system, just click here. You have to specify the vertex where you need the coordinate. You have to select any axis, whichever you need. You can select for all three, or you can just specify one. I want my x-axis to be in this direction, and y direction to this direction. So you can see your z direction is down there. So go to the z, just click this one. So I want my z in this direction, and I want to click this direction. You will see we have the coordinate system like that. There is the coordinate system. Okay. The coordinate system will be used in the table driven pattern. Okay. And select the coordinate system like that. We have covered that already. So next option we have is point out where we want to create the point or how to create the point. Just click on the point. We have some options. You can create at the arc center, like in its center. Click OK. There will be the point. We can create at the center of the face, like this one. We will have a point on the center. You can create at an intersection, like I want to create a point on the intersection of this face and this line, or I can select two lines, two edges also, which will be created on the intersection, or you can just select it and this one you can see the intersection will be selected from here, or intersection will be selected from here. Okay, point can be on intersection. So if you need a projection reference, the projection, here you have to select. Okay. So in the projection, you just have to select the location directly, and it will be created on that point. Okay. Right. You can just click here and select the face. So select the face and the point, see the projection type, and on point you can just select any edge and click there. Okay. Have to create an line. Okay, this is on a sketch point, so I'm going to use some sketches after this, and after that we have along the curve. So I want along this curve at a distance will be specified from here. You can choose the distance from this side. At a percentage, I want it on the 50% on the mid. On evenly distributed, you can create evenly distributed. For that, to okay, okay. I have to choose the new point from here and select the on point like that. Sorry, from here. Now you can see we have some evenly distributed from here. You can choose them also. Like or percentage or distance, whichever you need. Just specify the value, click OK. and we'll have some points like that. Okay, so go to the axis. You can select an axis with point and a face. I want an axis from this plane to this point, and you will see this will be the axis. Okay. And go to the plane. You can select multiple planes like that. Okay, a point and an axis you can create like that also. Okay, or you can select the face and the point like that. Your plane will be like that. So these are the options for references. After that, we have an option that is to check the center of mass of the object. Just click here and you will get the center of mass. If you create anything like I'm going to create this one, and now you can see the center of mass will be very a little, it will be exactly in the mid. If you create any other part like that, your center of mass will vary now. Okay, somewhere up here. So just to check your center of mass, you can just go to the references and use the center of mass. Right now you can see your center of mass here because it is already applied. Okay, so click from here, just go, now you will see the center of mass. Okay, any question till now?
No, sir.
So next option is made reference. This option will be covered in the assembly. I will show you in the assembly how you can use the made reference. And after that we have, okay, we have another option that is thread. To apply some threads on a hole, how you can do that. So I'm going to delete everything first from here. So now if you have any hole, into hole wizard with the drill size of 25, and it will be through all, position will be here somewhere. It's okay, and I want to change the position to go and sketch and define it. So this is the hole. I want to apply some threads. How to apply some thread on the inside and the outside. For the outside, I'm going to use an extrude command. With the dial. Okay. So first going to create the internal threads. So for that, just go in the hole wizard. There is thread option. Okay. So first thing is the location where you want to create your thread. I want to create here. Now there is some option you can see if you create some thread. So if you want to create an offset or from a point, you can select the location from there and select the offset, like you want to create from some depth inside or from the outside, you can do that. Okay. If you don't select offset, it will be started from this point. So what depth you need, I want it to be up to 50. So that will be increased up to 50. After that, we have two options, that is tab and die and ST4XX40. So to create the inside hole, we only use the tab option. Okay, and if we cut the threads, if we use here make it die, you will see some changes. It will be converted to green, I think. Okay, so there will be okay, so there will be an option that it will add the threads. It will not cut. It will add the material. Okay, so there is the option. If you click on the extrude thread, you will see some green color. Now, if you click OK, you will get some threaded extruded threads extruded on that surface. But we don't create extrude for the thread. We can only cut the material. We cannot weld the material or add the material to a surface. Okay, so you have to select metric tab and select cut thread from here. Okay, and click OK, and you will see there are the threads. Like that, you will see there is a thread and material is removed from that point. But we have a problem that we have started this thread from this surface, but it will not cut this surface because the thread is started from a point somewhere. So if you want to eliminate, you have to eliminate this type of error. You go to the thread, go to the offset up here and create an offset. I want it to be 5 and from the outside. Okay. So you don't have to specify 5, just specify the pitch, that is 1.5. 2 will be sufficient. You can start from the 2 offset, click OK, and now this section will have the thread like that. Okay, and question on the threads, how to create the threads. Okay. So next thing is how to create threads on the outside of a surface, like in the bolt. These threads will be created in the nut and outer threads will be on the bolt. So to create some threads on here, go to the thread. I have moved the option here. So select the location. After that, you can select the option for the start point from here, and I'm going to use some offset to okay, whichever you need, or if you don't, just you can start from the location on. So after that, we have end condition. Okay, if you want true all, or there is no true all option, you can just define the number of turns or up to selection. I'm going to define the value till now. The threads will have some load on the computer and or your software will run very slowly. So go to the, now you can see this is the metric tab. We want metric die, we want to create outside, and we want to, okay, we want to metric die, we want to cut the set, we just don't want to add. So these are the options. Right now we have some option, that is thread option. You want a left hand or right hand, you can do that. And the preview option is right now shaded. If you want a wireframe, you can do that, or a partial preview will also do. Okay, like that. You will see only the helix. So helix will be more flexible, more smooth to run, and shaded will have some load on the system. Okay, so just click OK, and your threads will be added like that. And to remove the material from here, just go to the thread, add some offset, of 2 mm in the opposite direction. Okay, click OK, and here are your threads. Okay, so these are the two options. The third option we had was the SPX, SP4XX type. So those are some bottle holes. You can see we have some threads on the bottleneck. So how to create those type of threads? You go to the thread option, and go to the location where you need, go to the type from SPX die to SP4XX. Okay, SP4X. So now you can see we have some bottle type. So I'm going to use only a frequency.
Sir,
Yes,
hello. If you want to change the pitch of pitch, then what we will do?
we have the standards because we have created. Okay, so first I'm going to explain this one. We have these option like L5, L6, L8. Okay, so in the SPX type, this will turn the pitch up and down like that, and the shape. These are for the
So we
bottle
can't
type.
change pitch manually.
We can change pitch also. I'm going to show you. So first, just look at these. These are the threads for the bottleneck. Okay. So to create some pitch, go to the thread, select the location, and first I'm going to use the metric die. So here is the size. It is M1.2 into 0.25. We can select that, but we are just selecting the location from here, and after that you can also specify the pitch from here. So I have some 20 dia here. I'm going to use the M20, and the pitch is 2.5. If you want to change the pitch from 2.5 to 1.5, you can do that. So it is M20 1.5. We have M22. Okay, we have some standard pitches available in the. Okay, in 20 we have three pitch 1.5, 2 and 2.5. Again in 22 three pitch. 24 we only have two pitches. So these all are the standards. You can just use it from here. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so do that and click OK, and your text will be saved like that. So these are the threads options. If you have any questions, any question on the thread? Okay, so after that we have some option of curves. Till now we have covered the split line, how you can split a object or a face with the help of a curve, like create a sketch here, create a curve here, like that, exit out. Go to the curves, first option is split line. If you want to split this surface, just select the curve, select the face, and click OK. It will split the object like that. Okay, this is a single surface, that's why it will be splitted on all directions. Okay, if we split an object like this with multiple sides, then we will have some different results. Check this out. Go to the split, and now I want to split this one. Okay, click OK. You will see that this is different, this is different, and there is no effect on the other side. Go to the single direction. You can select these faces also. You will have the effect on the both sides. Okay. So this is the split line. This line will be used in like we have used in draft for the step draft or the parting line. Okay, and the main use of the split will be in the surfaces where you need to create some where you need to split the surfaces. So to show you how you can use the split surface option. So like we have here a bottle. Okay, I have applied some properties to it. So there will be a split line from there. Okay, there is the split line. So if I roll back, this is the rollback feature. You can roll back to any location like that. So first I have created this one with the help of loft. After that I just want a shape here. So you need to create the shape here, the sketch here. So the sketch was created on the offset on the plane with some offset references. So create the shape you need, and after that just go to the split line. If I delete that, this is the sketch. Okay, I want that sketch to be printed on here, and that surface should be splitted. So go to the curves, split line, and select the face if you want to split. Click OK, and the surface will be splitted. And now you can see the surface is split out from both the sides, from here and from here also. So to just create a single side, like the single direction. Okay, so this was the single surface, that's why it was like that.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yes,
If you want to split a partial surface, not a total, then what we can.
we have to use a closed line. Okay, we can split the surface, but we have to cross the whole surface. Okay, without crossing the whole surface, it will not be possible.
Okay.
Like we cannot just split a line from line up here. We create a line up to this point, it will not be splitted. But if you go and use a sketch, I'm going to use this sketch and click line like that. Okay. Now you want to split the surface with this line, this sketch. Okay. Click OK, and you will get another the section sketch does not split the surface, it will not intersect the face or the total functionality panel. So it should be outside also, it should be with a higher length. Okay. Create according to that, increase its length, and you will be able to split. Okay. Like that. So this is the split option. Okay. It will take some time to rebuild. After that, we have some other option in the curves, that is project curve, composite curve. So you can just project a curve on the surface. Okay. So what is the difference between project and split? And I have created a sketch up here, and I just want to create a shape. Okay. So what is the difference between split and project? So now I'm going to project the curve. I want to project sketch on sketch or sketch on face. I want to project this sketch on this face, so it should be sketch on face. So face to this one. Now you can see the direction is in the outward, that's why there is no result. Click here and we have a result. Okay. Click OK and your sketch will be displayed on a surface like that. Okay. So now you can see that this surface is not split. This is a single surface. You can just select this shape. Okay, and the shape is just printed on that surface. Okay. So this is the difference. In the straight line, it will split the surface, and in the projector, it will only project that curve on the surface, and you can use that curve as a reference for your like sweep
So
option.
wrap and project, uh, sir, wrap and
Wrap and
project.
project are different options. In the wrap option, you will have the split, you will have the extrude, and you will have the extrude cutout. Okay, and in the project, you
So
will
we can do
only
extrude on the
no
by using project.
by using project. If you're going to select this one, you will not get any 3D object, because for extrude you only need the you need a flat sketch, not a curved sketch. You cannot use the curved sketch in the extrude command. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank
so this is the curved shape. You can only use it for the step cut. You can use the circular profile or any profile you need. Okay, the part will be this one, and like this you can do this. So this is the projector only used for just to create a circular type or to project on the surface. It will not split the surface. Next is composite curve. You can create a curve, a 3D curve with the help of some 2D curves. Okay, like I want to create a path of these three lines. So to do that, you have an option here, composite. Composite means it will create a joint between different curves. Okay, you can select it like that. Okay, click OK. You'll get a curve that is complete, and you can use it again for sweep cut or sweep to add something. Okay. So in the composite curve, like I have a composite curve in the bottle also. Okay, we have some composite curves here. Okay. So what was the need to create a composite curve? So suppose we have two surfaces like that. Composite curve will also work in the surface. So suppose we have two surfaces like that. I want to fill them from here to here. So we have to create some composite curve, or else we will only end up by selecting only this edge. So to create a curve on, okay, to create a curve of all the edges, we have the composite curve also, we can see like that. Okay, and you can use the composite curve to create a surface like using composite 1 and composite 2, and just create a surface in between like that. Okay, you just have to select both the curves on different sketches and make this composite curve. Composite curve and point. Okay, we have some points option here. We need to create both the points in the same direction and the curve will be created. Okay, you can see we have this area filled. If you click OK, and you will get an shape like that, a 3D shape like that. Okay, so so to use the composite, just select the edges, you can join the edges, and it will be used in the surface to create some surfaces like this one we have created. Okay, got it? How you can use the composite curve? If you want to see, to go to the direct boundary, you can not select the full edge. So for that, we have to create a curve and composite curve and select all the edges step by step like that. Create a curve like that. And click OK. You have the curve now. That is composite curve 1. Again, you have to create the composite curve upside. Okay, like this one. And you can use the curves, use the surface from here. Composite curve 1 and composite curve 2. Use the lines accordingly. And click OK. You have yes, the composite curve and question. So after that, we have some other options in the curve. So curve to XYZ point, in that you have to specify the point in the XYZ, and the curve to reference point. So to create those, and to use this one. So to reference point is easy. You just have to select the point. Like I want to create a curve from this point, like that. You can just select the points, and the curve will be created. Like okay, you can close the curve by selecting the 2 points. Now you can select the point also and close the curve. Click OK, and you have this curve, this closed loop curve like that. And again, use this curve to create the surfaces. Cannot select. Okay. Here you can select it. You cannot select it in sketch profile. It cannot be a profile. It can be a path. In the path, you can select it. So you can just create the shape according to that. So this is the reference option with the help of some reference points. If you want to create some XYZ points, you can create it from here. Then you have to specify that next what point or what dimension you need. I want to start from this location x50 y0, Okay. After that, I want to go to x50, y50, z0, then after that, I want to go to x minus 50, y 50, and this will be 20, and I want to do 0, minus 50. Okay, we have a curve here, that is this one. Okay, if you want to add it, you back in the command. So you have to understand the coordinate system, how the coordinate system will work, and you have to create according to that. Okay, you will see there is a curve. It will change according to the point you have defined here. Okay, for that you have to understand this curve system. You can import a file from a desktop also. You can import a text file like we have imported the coordinate system in, I think, variable script, sorry, variable pattern. According to that you can import. Okay, any questions? So these are
तो
the
आपको आपने पाइप में कैसे कन्वर्ट किया वो बता दो एक बार दोबारा से
just use the sweep command for that. I have this curve, so go to the sweep and in the path select this curve. You cannot select it as a profile, you can select it only as a curve. You can create a circular curve. Okay, circular profile. The diameter will be defined from here. Path is selected, this one. Okay. This is the pipe. Curve can be used to create some pipes or some sweep options. Okay. You can also use it as a circular profile. So every curve can be used. Composite curve can also be used. I think I have told you cannot use, but you can use this composite curve also. So go to the sweep. You have to select it in the path. You cannot select it as a profile. And if you select the circular, sometime it will not create due to the angle of the curve and the diameter. If you increase the diameter, it will fail at a point like this one. You will not be able to create after this point. You can create like that. Click OK. Okay. So you can create the ducting pipeline from here also. We command want to make it follow. Yes. Okay. Right now in the edit you cannot make it follow. You have to create that from the inside of it. So you can use it again for the swift cut and for the circular profile. Select the path like that and select the thickness you want. Click OK and object will be hollow from another. Okay, so go to the option. You can see this is hollow side from inside. Okay, like that. Here, any questions?
सर अगर हमने जैसे कोई स्केच कर्व सरफेस पे मतलब बना के उसको एक्सट्रूड वगैरह करना हो तो वो किस कमांड से पॉसिबल है?
सरफेस पे क्यों बनाएंगे हम? तो कभी भी एक्सट्रूड होगा अगर आपको कर्व सरफेस पे चाहिए। तो एक तो ऑप्शन आपके पास रहता है, अगर आपको सिर्फ एक्सट्रूड करना है तो डिबॉस और एम्बॉस के ऑप्शन। सपोज मेरे को यहाँ पे चाहिए तो उस केस में आपको एक्सट्रूड करके फिर उसको कर्व में काटना पड़ेगा या आप रिवॉल्व कमांड यूज करें। ठीक है, जैसे ये कर्व सर्कल
ओके
आप
सर।
इस पे स्केच नहीं बना सकते, तो ये आपको प्लेन लेना पड़ेगा। जैसे आउटसाइड एक प्लेन ले लिया, वहाँ पे स्केच बना सकते हैं। तो आप जो है उस पे ऐसे बना सकते हैं। अब कहाँ तक चाहिए, ठीक है, एक्सट्रूड, ठीक है, अप टू सरफेस ऐसे बना सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो सेंटर से बना दो या आउटसाइड से। अगर ये भी कर्व चाहिए तो इसको फिर काटना पड़ेगा। तो आप दूसरे रूट पर okay, this section, that's why we are working. So here we have to create the state we want to cut like that. Okay, I want to cut it on the outside, left side of cut. So we get this cut like that, the circular shape. Okay, so from the top it is the circular shape, not the straight. So you can use multiple options. Okay. Any other questions? Now we have the assignment 6. That we have some points. Use rib option here. Okay. Here in this, use the thread. No, sorry, the whole type with the threads. Here everything is defined. You have to create this one also, and you have to create this one also. Okay. So these points you have to create. If you have any question, you can ask. Else our session is complete for the day. And one more thing, from now on, the class will be on regular basis from like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from Monday. Okay, the class will be regular and your timing is going to be changed now. Your timing will be shifted from 10 a.m. to 3:30, I think. You will get the notification. I was asked to tell you about the timing. Your class will be on 3:30 from now on, from the Monday. Okay. If you have any problem in the timing, you can uh, message in the group, and they will give you some answers, and your problem will be solved. Okay.
तो असाइनमेंट्स
सर
का कैसे रहेगा?
टाइमिंग कैन बी
Yes.
सर असाइनमेंट्स का अगर 4 days लगातार क्लास है तो फिर असाइनमेंट उसी बेसिस पे कि ऑल्टरनेट डे पे सबमिट करें?
You can ask in the group. They will give you some solution.
सर और ये आज वाले भी शेयर कर देना साथ के साथ।
What recording?
नहीं असाइनमेंट ठीक।
Okay, assignment will be shared by your different locations. Okay, some people are from South, some are from Punjab, some are from Delhi. So according to the zone, there you will get the assignment email. So I don't have every people in my group, so it will be shared according to your location. Okay, you will get the assignment within an hour. I will ask them to send. So wait a second. There was a question by a
सर कैन
student.
वी गेट अपडेट अबाउट टाइमिंग ऑन ग्रुप?
Yeah, the timing will be changed to 3:30 from now on. You can ask them in the group, and in the group you will also get the notification related to the timing.
ओके कीप
Okay, I understand. We have this part one. You are asking that your part is uh, you are having some issue here. That is due to you have not specified the value properly. I think this 160 was not specified properly, or you have specified this step differently. So I have used whole here. So if we go here from 25 to 50 like that, or some higher value, you will have some problems. Okay. So you have to send some few more images so that I can understand what happened there. Go to the section, create a section view of your drawing like that. Okay, and send me this image. So I will explain that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that was it for the day. If you have any other question, you can ask, or I'm going to close the session for the day. Okay, so going to close the session. Thank you.